Warrior Nun, ladies and gentlemen, episode 4, The Corinthians, 10/20/21. And it's your boy, Icon, with a Netflix review for you as we try to finish up this Warrior Nun, because I know I'm a little behind. I said I already know half the planet done seen the whole damn series already, but like I said, I'm testing out the week-to-week thing. If it turns out that the week-to-week thing doesn't work, then I'll just, for Netflix shows, I'll just do like one big video and review the whole season. But episode 4. So now this particular episode starts. Let me know what you think. Like, should I keep doing the episode by episode thing for Netflix stuff, or should I do one big video? Let me know in the comment section down below. So anyway, so now in this particular episode, remember in the last episode, Ava got her ass beat, and then she got dragged out of the museum by Vincent. And then apparently Vincent used her to bring her to like the shadow realm where he can unlock some demons, and he used her as a portal to try to let these demons out. So there's some crazy stuff going on. And then after he put her down, he ended up taking the crown, and then Ava was on the floor. She was weak and she was defeated, you know, and she was trying to get up, and then he was just like, look at you, you're all pathetic, and then he mushed her in the face. So then Miguel shows up. Him and Vincent get into a fight. Vincent actually beat that ass for a little bit, but then Miguel came back strong. He ended up picking him up and slamming him on top of a railing, and then Vincent was out for the count, and then they took the, I believe they took the crown. They took the crown, and then they dipped. Miguel was talking to Ava at that point, and then he was just like, and then she was like, she's like, where'd you get all this strength from, and like this fighting knowledge and everything? He was like, well, there's many things I haven't told you. And then he said, one of the things I haven't told you is that I'm actually from the other world. Like, he's from the place where Adriel comes from, because Ava referred to it as like Adriel's world. He was like, it's not Adriel's world. He was like, it's just a different realm. And as soon as he said that, because we're basically talking about the place where Jillian sent her son, and the moment he said, I'm from the other world, you know, which again is the place where Jillian sent her son. And then in the previous episode, we learned that time works differently, you know, in the other realm versus this one, because when Homegirl went in, when Lilith went in, like seconds became like hours and this, that, and the third. I paused, I took a step back, and I was like, Miguel's her damn son. Like, because her son's name is Michael, this guy's name is Miguel. And I was just like, if time does work differently there, if the boy went into, if Michael went into the shadow realm, and time works different where like minutes for us is like hours or days for them, and then this guy comes out, he looks like he looks like he grew up to be the kid. Like he looks like the kid. So I was just like, that's probably her son. Like, he actually lived a full life in the other realm, and now he's come back. So eventually he got to go say hi to his mama. And so that's my prediction, because like I said, I don't know what happened, because I'm reviewing the episodes as I watch them. I didn't watch the whole season, you know, like, you know, because then I'd spoil myself. But my prediction is that Michael and Miguel are the same person. That's her son. So anyway, so you know, he's talking to Ava, and they're trying to, you know, like get away and try to find and defeat, you know, like the evil realm of Adriel's followers, blah, blah, blah. They end up going to a church, and when they get into this church, there's this priest in there where he's basically holding like a seance or some sort of like cult thing where he's gathering people together so they can all relish and give their faith and their wonder and their glory to Ariel, you know, and become one of his followers. So Ava and Miguel, like, they're in there and they're watching like this ritual take place. They're not actually like healing these people. What they're doing is they're using it as a breeding ground to put demons into the souls of people that want to be Ariel's followers. So that's basically what's going on. So now like Ava's trying to stop it, and then Miguel's trying to stop it, but he was like, hold up, woman. He said, before you do that, keep in mind this whole room is full of demons. So if you let them know that the Warrior Nun is here and you try to stop one, we're gonna have a whole mob on our hands. So now they gotta take a step back and come up with an actual plan. Meanwhile, B is looking for Ava, and as she's crossing through the fog, she ends up being confronted with her worst demons, which is basically being outed as lesbian, and that's like her biggest fear. But she shrugs it off, and then she's just like, oh, these feelings aren't real, and then she casts, you know, the shadows aside, and then she continues on to go find Ava. The rest of the nuns, they escaped the museum because they had to dip because the cops were on the way. They found Vincent in the alley after Miguel had beat him up, and they picked up Vincent and dragged him into a van. They ended up commandeering a pink van. And when they were in the van and they were hungry and they were talking about how their blood sugar was low, they went in the back of the van looking for food because I guess they smelled pastry. And it turns out that the van that they commandeered ended up being an erotic van full of sexual pastries. And there was a box of pastries that was in the shape of a penis. And then The other two, like the one driving, I forgot her name now. The one driving and the other girl, they were just like, I apologize, Mother Superior, for the shape of these pastry cuts. Mother Superior, I love Mother Superior for this shit. She takes one of the pastries. It's like a penis shaped pastry and it has like frosting on the tip. She looks at it and goes, what the hell? And just takes a bite into it and I died. I am in love with this. She's like my favorite character now. They end up dragging Vincent out of the van. Mother Superior brings him to the forest where no one can hear him scream. And then she pulls out the gat. And then she's like, I should put 2 in your eyes right now for what you did to the warrior nuns and for what you did to the old warrior nun. And then he was just like, oh, she was too strong and I had to kill her. And then he was like, what are you going to do, Mother Superior? Murder me in cold blood. And then she couldn't do it. She was like, I will not kill you. Only God can judge thee. But she did break his leg. And that was hilarious too. Like she broke his leg and then left him in the forest to pull himself out of the ashes. And then Mother Superior walked away. Lilith is actually talking to Adriel, and then he told her, he was like, woman, he was like, you've come to me for answers, and the answers are, you have more power than any warrior nun known to man. And then all of a sudden, like, the ground started shaking, and like, like this wind was coming, and then Lilith looked at Adriel, and she was like, stop it, stop what you're doing. And he's like, take a look, woman, it's you who's causing this. He's like, you have more power than you realize. And now she's like, she's like drunk with the power. And she realized that she actually does have the power, to control like the earth and the planes and all this other stuff. And I guarantee you, all this power she just realized she had, all this power she's obtained, she's going to take all this power and go kill her mama. That's going to be sad. That's going to be sad to see. Lillian ends up going back to her company to find out that light-skinned black dude basically turned it into a cult. So now she mad. She's like, I can't believe you betrayed me. But he's just like, I've done nothing wrong and you can't sue me. And that's like the worst. That's like the biggest revenge of them all. The fact that you can't sue, woman, you can't sue. And I said that was it. And then finally, Miguel back at the church, Miguel ends up, saying like, oh, he was like, I want to be one of Adriel's followers. So then they try to put the demon inside of Miguel. It doesn't work because they know that Miguel is on the side of, I guess, the angels. And then, like the demons come out, this big fight ensues. Miguel starts fighting demons. Ava starts fighting demons. B shows up and then she starts fighting demons. The 3 of them fight demons. Ava ends up using like the power of the halo to disperse all of the demons and cast thee out of God's sacred home. And then she grabs B and then she flies out of the church. And then Miguel was left behind with a demon. He defeated the demon, I assume, unless the demon did possess him in the end, but we're going to assume he did defeat the demon. And then he leaves the church too. And then she's just like, oh, we can't hide. Like the demons are after us. What are we going to do? And then that's when Miguel's like, there's only one place where we'll be safe. And then they're like, why? And he's like, my home. We must return to the shadow realm from which we came. And that was it. And thank you for tuning in. Miguel is Michael. Like, I'm sorry, Miguel is Michael. Because time passes differently, because he's from that play, I swear, like, it would make sense. Like, it just makes sense that Miguel is Michael. But we'll see. Episode 5 is coming back to back because I got some time off of work, so I actually got time to bust out these reviews. Check out my YouTube channel, like and or subscribe if you haven't already. The season finale of Stargirl is tonight, so I'm gonna post that one tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get that one out as quickly as possible. Like I said, my Titans Part 1 finale is on the channel. Jesus. And then Doom Patrol comes out tomorrow, and we're going to review that Doom Patrol as I try to bust out the rest of this Warrior Nun. So thank you for tuning in as always, guys. Leave your questions, comments, and or concerns down below. Like I said, hit the notification bell so you get notified when these videos pop up. So until next time, guys, until episode 5, as always, remember, may the power of Christ protect you.